Hey there, my name is Richard Matharoo. It's Thursday. That means a brand new episode for you of Free Coaching Thursday. If you are an entrepreneur, specifically building a home business, I hope you get a lot of value from the questions that I answer that came in this week from my audience. I'll be right back with the questions and the answers, so stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. I wrote these questions down. Let's look at number one. How should I start my business, my own business online? So it's the same whether you're starting a business or building a business online, okay? What you want to do is you want to focus on a particular group of people with a particular problem that your product, service, or business is going to solve for them. Because when you do that, you're able to move yourself outside of the competition. I spoke about this in detail in a video earlier on this week. It's called direct sales marketing. So if you want to scroll through my videos after this one, I go into this in a lot more detail in that direct sales marketing YouTube video. But in a nutshell, just here to give you some answer to this question, you don't want to be swimming in the sea where all the sharks are, where all the people are that have great experience. If you wanted to try and start an Amazon type business, why would you want people to compare you to Amazon from day one? That you couldn't compete. You don't have the knowledge, the money behind you, the infrastructure. So what would be better is if you tried to beat Amazon in one particular area or became a specialist for a certain product. Maybe you could become the Amazon of, I don't know, hair products, right? And so everybody now knows that for hair products, Amazon's great, but this company is even better. So you carve out a still substantial slice of the pie, enough to make a fortune, but it's still a slice. Because from there, I think Amazon started with books, didn't it? Amazon was just books, if I remember rightly, casting my mind back. And then once you found that, good old Jeff, not that we're like that, Mr. Bezos had got his infrastructure in place, his growth, his vision expanded, right? Or maybe it was there all along, he just started in that area. But he carved out, right? He carved out a slice, built that brand, that confidence, and then grew it from there. This is where most people don't even get started when they're marketing a new business or a home business or any business. They're marketing it in such a bland way that they're being compared to every single other person, every single other company that does the same thing, every other single product that does the same thing. And the problem with that is you can't compete from day one. You can't compete from day one if you're brand new going up against experienced people. So don't be competing with them at all. Get your slice, watch that direct sales marketing video, and you'll get more tips on that area too. How do you use Instagram to make money? Similar to what I just said, I guess. Instagram, all these social media platforms it's just attention. That's all it is. Doesn't matter, there's specific I can never say that word. Intrinsicities, I think that's the word. Like little tiny details that change. They're in different platforms. For example, on Instagram, you can use hashtags to get more traffic, visitors to your posts, whereas you can't do that on, say, something like Facebook very well, right? On Instagram, you want to make sure your picture is definitely really high quality, although that's becoming the same on every platform now, but that makes less difference on, say, LinkedIn. So there are different details that you already probably know from a common sense perspective from just taking a look at the platform and playing with it for 5 minutes. But what you need is attention. You need attention, and then you need to convert that attention to actual sales or signups, right? So let's say, for example, you are going from the fitness route, and you want to be you're going to be the fitness trainer that dads go to. People. I'm sure there's somebody already doing this. People mention the term dad bod, right? Which is incredibly sexist, right? Can you imagine if you said mum bod? You'd be like slapped around the back of the head. But anyway, different video, different subject. Dad bod, right? This is when guys get older, they get priorities with their children, they're not working out as much, they put a little bit of weight on, right? So imagine if you were a dad that was able to take your dad bod and convert it back to how you were in, when you were younger or when you were in athletics, or your best physique you've ever had, right? So a bunch of other dads would be listening to you. They'd be following your journey. You could put pictures out there when you first started, snapshots of what you were eating, photos of when you're working out, photos of other dads that you were kind of helping out there, maybe meetings with people where you're trying to get into gyms, whatever, right? The kind of stuff that you would do if that's the kind of business that you were building. So the logical question they're going to ask is, what? How can I do what you did? So all you would need to do is either create a program yourself, where you write down the nutrition, the exercises, and make sure that's all above board and abides by laws when you deal with people's health. Or you could go to someone who's an affiliate, as in someone who's already creating a product for that audience, and just make a sale of their product for a slice of the commission. You could even do it on Amazon. Let's say you were into makeup and you did loads of different special effects on your face with makeup. People would be like, what red did you use? What color did you use? What brush do you use? And you could leave a link to those products on Amazon, and when you sign up to be an Amazon affiliate, you will get a slice of the commission that what Amazon makes, right? From the sale of those products from your site. They track it with individual links. So there's loads of ways you can monetize it. What really counts is, are you building a big audience, and is that audience following you for something that you could then convert, and they're asking these logical next questions, right? They're asking these questions to you. That's what you want to think of. What audience can I build, and how can I get them to ask me, well, how can I use this that you're using, or do what you've done? Then you can make a business fairly easy at the back end with affiliates or your own products, okay? Hope that helps. And that doesn't, not just Instagram, you can do it on any platform. How can I drive a ton of people to my website without spending a lot of money? Well, there's a sliding scale with marketing. Time and money. If you're not going to put money into something, especially when it's specific to traffic, you're going to have to put time in. Because if you think of paid traffic, I can go to Facebook, I can go to YouTube, I can go to a whole bunch of places. I can say, take my money, but send me a whole bunch of the right people. And they will. They'll send me a whole bunch of people to whatever page that I say. So it's quick, the speed, the money, visitors are sent straight there. We can target whoever we want. So if we're removing that facility, and I advise you to even have a small budget to start to learn that stuff because it's going to change your business, then we need to put time in. And what you need to do for there is you need to have consistent content being put out there, networking, just get around the right group of people that you want from your website. I recommend, again, focusing on a specific type of visitor that you want to come to your website. This way you can surround yourself with them. You can learn their language, their problems. You can start to offer solutions. Think about what I do here. I get quite a bit of traffic from YouTube over to my website, and the reason is I pick a specific group of people, network marketers, okay, the existing network marketers that want to build a business in a smarter way, particularly using the internet and what's up-to-date tactics from somebody that's actually building it too, right? So that's my target market. Now, because I have that target market, I'm able to do videos like this. Like if you were someone who was looking to learn skiing here on YouTube and you came across this video, how can I generate leads? How can I generate sales? How can I make money on Instagram? You'd be like, what? But because you're a home business owner, these are topics that are in alignment with the type of questions that you ask. Look through my channel. You'll see a whole bunch of topics that is training that is useful only for home business owners. So I'm not afraid for the general public or someone who's not in our business model to come along and go, well, that don't make sense, because everybody that's in our business model comes to my videos. If anyone recommends my content or whatever, shares it, if they're a network marketer, if they're an affiliate marketer, if they're building a business from home, they look at the video, the title, the topic, the website, and they go, this guy can help me because I made it very, very specific and I solved certain problems that I know that they've got because I know who they are in my content, which makes people curious. So that's what you want to do. You want to raise a curiosity for them to come to your website by a particular group of people, solving their problems, speaking their language, because again, their logical question, the logical next step is what? You probably may be doing this after this video. What else does he do? What does he sell? I get a lot of people asking me, what company is he in? What products do you offer? What's your training? How can I solve this particular problem, Richard? And that only came about because I proved I knew what I was talking about by speaking their language, by talking to you in this way, and by giving you value on videos, blog posts, podcasts, on that type of thing. So there is no bones about it. If you're not going to put money in, you're going to have to do the work, consistent hard work, and that is serving a particular group, solving their problems in your content, in your marketing, to raise curiosity and point them then towards your website. That's the best way I've seen how. You can stock up some numbers by using your website in your individual marketing, like going on LinkedIn, places like that, prospecting one-on-one, and saying, hey, by the way, what we're talking about, you could find a solution on my website, so you can guide people one-on-one. Can make a difference. When I first started, I used to do about 20 or 30 of those a day. Maybe 5 or 10 would check out my website. Between 5 and 8 of them, depending on how many checked it out, would opt in. So I'd get 5 to 8 leads a day just from one-on-one prospecting. And then I moved on from there with videos, sales funnels, all that kind of good stuff, and get hundreds and hundreds. So, you know, you can start right at the beginning and still make a dent in those numbers, the traffic to your website. And you know, with that in mind, make sure when they get there, you've got something worth giving to them. Like, loads of people say, oh, I want to get traffic to my website. They put a lot of effort into marketing. Then you go to their website, they don't even have a proper sales funnel. They've like cobbled it together on a WordPress site, or, you know, it's just clunky. It's not smooth. You can tell it isn't professional. Man, make sure that when they get to your website, they're going to like what they see and the message continues, it flows. Like, give them something where they can get stuck in, right? Make sure you've got that taken care of. And in fact, when you do that, you'll feel more confident about sending traffic and visitors as well. So we're coming up like 10 minutes now. So that's long enough for this video. I don't like to go much longer than 10 minutes on these videos. I know you've got stuff to do, so have I. But I hope I've given you something useful. Did one of these tips make more sense than the other? Has it helped you? Find it interesting? Feel free to leave me a comment if you have a question or a comment for me. If it's a question, I could answer it straight away, or maybe in a future episode. If you are a network marketer and you like my style of training, you'd like to get more from me, the best place here from YouTube is richardmatharoo.com/webinar YT. Specifically you, if you're watching me on YouTube, I created a webinar there where there's a whole bunch of cool stuff. You'll see on that link exactly what we go through. It's good stuff. It's stuff that changed my life, changed my business. And I hope even if you just learn one useful thing on that webinar, you'll be able to put it into your business and get a great deal of benefit too. Go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses. And I'll catch up with you really soon. Bye for now.